lot of problems with crustaceans, like a lot. Most importantly, their treatment in the entertainment industry. Like I was driving by McGrath's recently, and I saw they had this big sign up, and in black letters it just said Shrimp Fest. And I started wondering, like, is that a festival in celebration of the shrimp? Are the shrimp celebrating us? Like, do they rent the shrimp by the shrimp, or is it like a venue that the shrimp can rent out? Do the shrimp have like a good union backing them? Are the shrimp being compensated fairly for their performances? And at that point, the waitress hung up on me, which, rude as hell. And so I drive back less than a week later, and they've taken down the Shrimp Fest sign, which I take full credit for, by the way. And they just have a sign up that says, Endless Prawn, in big red letters. What happened to the shrimp? Were the shrimp not good enough? I'm concerned about them now. I mean, one, I don't think they have Endless Prawn back there unless they're Freezers the Beyond section of Bed Bath & Beyond. And two, like, there's not enough room for the shrimp either, and I'm worried about them. Did they not make the cut? Is there an Adopt a Shrimp program that I can apply for to take care of those that are left? And she hung up on me again, which is fair, again. But I drive by Del Taco in a funk, of course, because now I just miss my shrimp. And with the H missing, they have a big sign up that just says, Shrimp is back. So now I know that the shrimp do travel from place to place, but the way they word it is like shrimp, capital S, singular. Who's shrimp? Where did he come back from? And I really wanted to call them and check it out, but I was kind of concerned about the fact that, like, it was threatening. Like, is that a warning? Like, shrimp is back. And I was concerned of what he was gonna do to me, because I care about my physical presence. I'm an apex predator on this planet, which is why I choose not to eat crab. Because crab is way too much work to eat. I mean, like, there's a specific work to like reward ratio that you kind of have to take account for when you're eating food, like pistachios. They're the perfect work to reward. You crack a nut, you eat a nut. You crack a nut, you eat a nut. You try to crack a nut, you try to crack a nut, you try to crack a nut, you throw it back in the bag, because you're an apex predator and you don't have time to worry about uncrackable nuts. But with crabs, you go down to the bottom of the ocean and you find like the meanest looking little discount Roomba you can find, all right? And that thing is nothing but like shell and claws and spikes and beady little stupid crab eyes, and it has pincers and it can fight back. And you drag that thing up from the bottom and you cook it alive, which I don't even want to get into what the first guy was thinking and the hatred he must have felt towards the first crab he cooked successfully. And then you pull it out, and the only thing you can eat is the legs, and you just need like an operating room's worth of tools just to like start breaking into it to get that little bit of meat there on the inside, and it's just too much. It's barbaric. And like, I don't know, I was watching my family eat it, and I thought that all you could eat was the crabs, and it just seemed like a lot of work for no reward. It's like the crappiest animal you could choose to eat at the bottom of the ocean, and that's considered like fine sea cuisine. And then I thought it was the same for frogs, because they're basically just slimy little mouths with legs that leap, but still some French guy looked at it and said, I'm gonna put you in a little wheelchair and I'm gonna eat all you have to offer. There's no meat on the frog, it's just legs. And at this point, I'm convinced that chefs just have this contest to see like the worst possible animal that they can find with the least amount of meat and then try to cook it. And food critics just feel too bad for the chef and all the work they put into pulling shit from their backyard to cook up to like say anything bad about it. Like escargot. I mean, like, I feel like they just take all the food that the peasants had to eat and nobody really wants to eat, and then they say, I choose to eat this, and I'm fancy. But it's not fancy. If you're gonna, like, eat escargot, just slide a slug down your gullet and cut out the middleman. Why do you have to go for everything that's shelled and angry? I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate how much people work into eating something they shouldn't be eating. It's the same with lobster. Again, do you see, like, how many legs lobsters have? They're not an insect. They have too many legs, and I don't like it. They freak me out, and they have big pincers too. Lobster racing, on the other hand, okay, they are compensated for that. Usually it's by getting cooked first, so they don't have to watch their friends go through it, which is still fucked up, but at the same time, it's better than horse racing. That's all I got. I just wanted to complain about seafood for a little bit. And remember, if you're happy and you know it, no you don't.